Okay, continuing on for part two now. We're going to be discussing what I can only describe as an unnatural acceleration, synthetic, deliberately designed um, arrow, an arrow, or a boomerang, or a slingshot, or whatever it may be, that pierce the veil um, of the space time continuum in order to thrust us more quickly, much more quickly, into the singularity of Ray Kurzweil, the singularity of the cyborgs. It would not be possible, I think personally, with the amount of data and the rate at which technology is advancing. There has to be a reciprocal relationship between this specific cyborg future, this pod person future, as it's pulling us towards it, and like a conveyor belt, we're receiving information in return back to our present now, which is no longer a present now. It is a quickening. It is a situation in which normality is specifically designed for you to think that that's what you're witnessing. For example, the cycle of time. You are still seeing the sun come up every morning, right? You're still seeing the moon going up every night, and there is a cyclical pattern to things. There is a nature to there's a process to everything that seems normal, and a cycle that seems normal, and the seasons are going. But I think it's a facade. I think it's an absolute facade, and what's actually taking place is that we're kind of jumping time into, like, we perceive this as April 2021. And Javier, the lone survivor that I talked about, the TikToker in Spain, who's walking around making live videos of a city in Spain that's completely empty and devoid of people. And it's probably fake, okay, I get that. But if it's not, let's just say it isn't, it's extraordinarily well made and very convincing. If you haven't heard of him, I suggest you check it out. And he is in 2027, according to him. And he asks Siri in his videos what year it is. And Siri tells him 2027 as well. And he sees no people. Where are the people? We're here. We bypassed 2027. Javier the lone survivor, is stuck in this point. We are bending around him. Let's just say he's in the middle in 2027. He's in a condition, he is in a stasis. He is in a sort of the earth that he is in a state of suspended animation, time jumps, and acceleration. And we are bending around him to reach the singularity much faster, and the conveyor belt of information is going faster and faster and faster. And how this actually came about, whether it be CERN, whether it be advanced AI from the future, which is without a doubt at least part of it, or the beasts below us, or the aliens, truth be told, is probably all of the above that are doing this process, which will eventually lead to that singularity and the splitting of the worlds. And you will instantaneously just jump into that singularity, like that, instead of going through the motions of time. And the earth, what we think of as the earth, will remain probably a ruinous heap. And there may be a select group of people that are in neither position, that are stuck in that, in the no man's land, essentially, where they didn't thrust into either future of the new earth or the cyborg singularity, and they just find themselves suddenly and abruptly in an earth that is in ruin, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know that we've been sucked, probably through that black hole that they showed us. And the vortexes of time are spinning us faster and faster and faster. And you can feel this on a personal level too, because everybody tells me how quick time is going. So even though they're trying to bring about the first facade of a natural cycle of time, people are beginning to see that there's nothing natural about how moment to moment to moment goes. There is an increase in glitches. There are situations that don't make sense. There are people who even claim that they see everything freeze. One of the subscribers sent me a video the other day about a guy in New York who saw New York freeze before his eyes. So we are not in a natural cycle of seasons of time anymore. We are, somebody shot the gun and the bullet is speeding. I think it's another theory that should be considered. I think there is relevance to this that should be talked about. All right, that's it.